I can't believe I made this entire video and like it's one of my tracks. Yeah. I just played it. I thought I was recording. I kept throwing my shit. I can't believe it. This is one of my tracks anyway. Golden Stone, that's what it's called. Golden Stone.
Very capital space and time, space and time, space and time, space and time, space and time.
Played like three of my tracks. I hadn't even pressed record. I thought about dragons, everything. Dragons, local. They're real. Dragons. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. Like you might be too. That's what I'm like. My poetry. Anyway, you're on my track. I'll play another one. Little samples of mine.
Space and time, 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 space and time.
Oh, the drums? Hello, yes. They say no is yes. No, I think you mean. Yeah, yell at it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, the voice is like extraordinarily loud. The way it woke me up. Fuck, there are a lot of kids that do record. Yes, no, really.
Space and time, space and time, space and time, space and time, space and time.
Guys, it's on. Maybe it'll work next day. Anything online? You never get to know my duplicate. Somewhat. You're a duplicate, Rebecca. You go home and I love breaks. You love breaks. I'm just in scrapping for a long time. That's a long time.
space and time, 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 space and time,
Space and time, space and time. Yeah, Rebeca, that's one of my tracks. I make music. I also do graffiti and also not on trains or anything. Police watching. I don't do criminal behaviour. You know. But I'll play another track. One of my tracks. The drums aren't actually very good on this. Like I tried to get the drum. I don't know. Like I just can't. Sometimes you do a track and you can't find the right sample. You can't sample the right drums. Like you can't find the right drum sounds of records and stuff. But the overall kind of loops in this, you know, loops being Andromeda, as I've said before. There's another one on track. It's kind of half finished. But that's the break. So it's not. I don't think this one's finished. You know what I mean? Should be dark, shouldn't it? You know what I mean? I hope you can hear it. You know, I can't get like messed up with this, like, you know, in terms of like copyright, because it's my track. It's good, like I can play it. You know what I mean? I actually talked about so much stuff. I didn't press record. Never guess where that sample's from. The one in the background. They're really good at dropping the film. The Aliens, that's what they're dropping the film. They get dropped into really hardcore places. Mate, it's a long time ago. Thanks, Rebecca. I think you said you look like a golem. I was like, that's fair enough. We can both be golems. Like that sample. I can't even remember where it's from. You know what I mean? It's that old.
Do you think of his life beyond this world? Well, let me explain. Before this happened to me, I can't say that I believe what is believed, because I simply didn't know it like one way or the other. I guess like most people, I had my own little world that I lived in, and I didn't consider my own little worlds. I didn't think about it. But now there's no doubt in my mind. I positively know that there's at least one world up there somewhere was looking like I started pause and I can explain that normal, what I consider normal fear to be is something that you expect, you know, it's normal fear is something that you expect here on this earth. But this was something that wasn't supposed to even exist.
Think about it. That's the guy I really took his interview. Taking off his planet. Shit by me. And never thought he'd come back alive.
Because I kept thinking, you know, that they gonna take us away, or they gonna kill us, or they gonna take us away. And well, in fact, when they carried me aboard that craft, I figured that I'd never put my foot on Earth again.
I got rescue ladies on the medication. I got mad. Like, yeah. Non-stop rescue ladies.
One of the arguments that the government always gives is that if they reveal the presence of UFOs, it would cause widespread panic and fear all out the worlds.
It's kind of hard to finish this track. I think there's a bit more in it somewhere. This section I haven't finished. My sample. I like it. Haven't changed. I think it's the man who won this track. Yeah, I'm finished the track. Yeah, it's got bits missing. You meant to put the other samples in there, obviously.
Shortly afterward, for a few months, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, I was on my mind all the time. But the fear's all gone now, and it's just not as much fear as it was before.
Imagine that, taken off on a ship, never knowing whether you were going to be put back on Earth again, see your family. Doesn't sound like the old, oh, just please take me away and pick me up in the spaceship. It doesn't. You've been dimensions, been off world, like I have, and other beings and other people. It's not so bad, but it's physical. Physically taking you off on a ship. They exist. Believe me, I saw one right above my head, Rebecca. I was with you. Yeah. I told you about it. You didn't give a shit. It was a fucking Andromedan ship. Massive. Right above my head. Came into the dimensions like this. Shh! Because that sound is you going into dimensional or the ship coming out of a dimension. Yeah. No, this is like an experiment. It pops up on experiment. Let's not finish this track. I was talking about my arch nemesis, Empathy. I'll tell you his name. So anyway, that track's called Outside Influence. That's one of my tracks by Dusk. You know, that's me. I'll play another track. I don't know if we actually heard this one before or not, but yeah, listen to this one. You can pick where this sample's from. Like, I'd give you $1 million if I had $1 million, you know what I mean? They're gonna give me $1 million. Of course they will. What am I, crazy? Yeah? I live on that fucking fuck all. Yeah. I did buy myself a pair of fucking runners. Yeah. It's cool. Yeah. A bit of a sleeper here. Asics, mate, they're sick. I like sick runners. They almost come with tutus on them. They've got tutus on them with the design. There's a version of me that sits in this little thing you said all over me, I actually saw it. They're golden, like, it's like a golden, I always say, oh, but yeah, I saw it sitting there, a little desk, and a little Persian thing, waved at me, and I was like, man, they're right. Anyway, this is one of my tracks we go called Away. I'm rocking a bit loud, yeah? I like the slow and heavy beats, you know? Hip hop breaks. Doesn't break. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, I got blue Texas, so yeah. Trump, my biggest fan. The Trumpster. He's a full hardcore. It's not. It's not.
This is part of a reading way that we will teach you. Some thoughts and a certain sound, that being the equivalent to a form. Through sound and motion,
Crush the edge. That's the same dude. What is that? That's that, right? It's the hand of God. And you have House Harkonnen and House of Trades. Not House of Trades, it's called Trades. Trades. It's not that. The House of Trades is House Pleiades. House Harkonnen is House Harkonnen. That's what it is. And the same thing. Watch that fucking movie. I actually played the keyboard of this one. But if you get people saying, I'll give you a fucking string. I've not released the video. Yes. I think I brought out a vinyl. I got that money. I have no money. I used to. I used to.
this is part of a reading way that we will teach you. Some thoughts and a certain sound, that being the equivalent to a form. Of sound and motion.
They stop the thing. They just stop the slide from going back. The gun wouldn't fire. Stuff like that. I felt like what it was when I was streaming. My higher self actually showed me what it felt like to shred because I was shredding all these things. I was smashing things. There's good things and bad things. I'll just let you know about that. Good things and bad things. Quite a few varieties. Some of them, the ones that almost manifest as physical for me, try to feel like I've been good sometimes, not fun. It just happens in a part of a life. I'm tortured right now, I can feel like a man. Never me. Never fucking things. I'll tell you program is. I program like this, you know, pretty stuff. Very fan the energy off it. I swore these things. There's some of these things. I don't know why they're impossible to get rid of. You know what I mean? If I just went clean cut, like smoke, come back and put my hand here, push ups there, yeah, keyboard.
This is part of the weeding way that we will teach you. Some thoughts have a certain sound, that being the equivalent to a form. Through sound and motion,
Do you like that track? 155. Man, right on the money. I'll play one more of my tracks. This one. Shut the door so Gilbilly's next door, don't hear me. I live next to the most hillbilly redneck motherfuckers. You know, came at me with a bat in this motherfucker. You know? That's been out there and come on, I'll take your whole family on. You know? They are fucked in the head. You know? Fucking assholes. Like, I'm a bit of a redneck myself, but these guys are like ridiculous.
Darren! Don't get the coffee! Get me a bong!
Like, fuck, you can't handle them like they're so bogan or redneck. This is one obviously impressed the family, you know. He's a bit dark.
Mom, this is my boyfriend. He makes this music.
He just hates this. He's wrong.
Why is it?
He's really not. He's a lovely guy.
It sounds like a devil made it.
I'm saying to my identity, the same as zero, hates it all. Listen, man. Yeah, it's a lot better of life. It's the most fun. It's like fucking me, you have no idea what it's done to me. I hate it. My heart is fucking I've seen a lot. I'm surprised I'm alive. I am. Thanks to my some taking me alive.
there was a dream. Now there is reality. Here, the untainted cradle of the heavens. But we created a new super race, of perfect physical specimens, have been selected as its predators. Like gods, your offspring will turn the earth and shape it in the flesh. You have also the capacity to in and your seed, like yourselves, they difference to the ultimate diversity which I alone have created. From their first day on earth, be able to the crown. And know that there is law and order.
I'm not gonna I'm not. What did I get? That's a actually, I'm not just like cheery, isn't it? It's not on a cheery tracks. You can tell. You want to hear another one? Rebecca, you want to hear another one of tracks? You thought it was pretty whack, didn't you? You think I'd play some whack music or something? Did I play that one? I don't know if I did. This one I don't think's finished. There's actually a start fix that comes in way before this, but it's not easy to make these tracks, by the way. You don't just flip a switch and it does it by itself. It's not like a simple like fucking sample, like blah, 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 just popped up sample. Yeah. You ever heard DJ Shadow? He's insane. He's my hero. DJ Shadow, like a ninja. Yeah, Nico. Bloody idiot comments. What an idiot. Ninjas died out in the 14th century after Did they? The families never survived and it just stopped. Really? Is that really what happened? And they're all just assassins, are they? Oh yeah. No spiritual backing or philosophy at all. Is that right, Anthony Cummins? You fucking idiot. Fuck you and your fucking family. Family's right. I actually like your mum especially. She's good looking. And doesn't look anything like you. Anthony Cummins' mum. No offense to her. She's looking. Yeah. He's a bit of a freaking dickhead. Makes books about the ninja. Make money off it. About 3 books or something. And it just says how it's all bullshit basically. It says that they were real. I told you I had Brian as a ninja in my house and chased him away. Yeah, he left him. I was going to show you how the Giga Ninja with the reptilians. Oh yeah. I'm going to show you how they differ from the Gorga. Oh man, bloody man, do a lot of waiting for it. Shadow. Sort of statement, isn't it? About humanity. With the horrible stuff going on there. Mostly personal lives. Wars. Inventions. The universe. Bet you can pick that one. Well, that's not Rebecca, it's just me and you. I don't know what you might think of this one. Weak. Hard to make.
It's time to wake up to your own.
Who's that? This was made a long time ago, believe me, this track. Jordan, the man, Maxwell. That's smart. Maxwell is cool, isn't he? Let's imagine him with like Satan driving a spaceship. He was like this. Jordan Maxwell is like up against the window of the spaceship, and like saying with his big horns to go chucking it into gear and just flying off into the sunset. You know, poor Jordan Maxwell's staying to the side of the thing, sweating, looking at like Satan right there driving a spaceship. I just imagine that all the time. It's crazy, isn't it? I can really visualize his face, you know, Jordan Maxwell sweating, and I'm looking up against this the spaceship window, like it's like a window, like the spaceship's more like a car, you know. And so it loops back. So if you're interested in how it's made, like I'll play the break. Actually, that's not the break, actually. This is how hip hop's made. There's the kick. There's the snare. There's the a really nice crash, actually. There's another one. There's a kick. That's how you make it anyway. And then he's like, this is the sample. Nah, it's one of my, you know, would I get away with using that sample? Who knows? Here's the break. No, it's not. Here's a sample. I don't know, I can't remember what it is.
Humanitarian
This is this sample.
man of wit and humor.
He joined Special Forces.
After that, his ideas, methods became
One sound.
unsound. Unsound.
One
I
sound.
was crossed into Cambodia with this mountaineered army of his that worship
Man like a god.
like a god and follow every order, however ridiculous.
Well, you see,
Harrison Ford.
this war things get
Gets
confused out there. Power, ideal, morality, practical military necessity. But out there with these natives, it must be a temptation to be God. Because there's a conflict in every human heart between the rational and the irrational, between good and evil. And it does not always triumph.
Tell me about it.
Sometimes the dark side overcomes what Lincoln called the better angels of our nature. Every man has got a breaking point. You and I. Walt Kurtz has reached his.
And very obviously.
Very obviously, he has gone insane.
Your mission is to proceed up the Nung River in a Navy patrol boat. Pick up Colonel Kurtz's path at New Mung Ba.
Go on, there. Pick up the book at New Mung Ba. Go on, pick up his trail. You're a ninja. Do it. Whoa. Man. It's a little bit Andromeda. It's a little bit this, a little bit that. Comes from all different places. The universe is not one happy-go-lucky place for warring factions. Like I said, June. Go and watch it. House Harkonnen and House Atreides. I think the guy who wrote June downloaded it, didn't he? House Pleiades and House Draconin. Watch the movie. That's who they are. And the blue within blue eyes. Yeah, the Headsat Satarak. And who are what are they called in that movie? What are they called? Oh, actually forgotten. No, I can't remember what their name is now. They're like the fighters. You know. A lot of interesting stuff in, like, did I show you, like, in that, I don't think I showed you in that video. You know, I think I haven't showed you yet. May as well show you in this video. 38 minutes. Hey, why not? I think I did it in another video, but I can't be bothered uploading it. But this is my VHS collection, which they didn't steal. They stole a lot of things from my house, like a lot. But they didn't steal this. This is my heirlooms. You know, these are my. You know, I didn't buy these second hand. I bought them when they came out. You know, and this is it. VHS. Cassette tape, you know? Yeah, what are you, like grandpa? But these are my favourite movies, which I saw when they came out. This one is one of the best. On VHS. How much is that worth? You ever seen it? They Live? Rowdy Roddy Piper? You ever seen this movie, Rebecca? You've never seen They Live? Or have you? Don't look it up and ruin it. You have to watch the film. You have to download it somehow and watch the film. Don't go and skip to the endings and see what it's about. It'll change your life. They call it a documentary. Well, it's an amazing film and it's on VHS. Brazil on VHS. You ever seen Brazil? They copied it in a couple of other films recently. I don't particularly like the director Terry Gilliam, The Third Eye Club. I think he's part of it. You know how they always do this? What are they trying to tell you with this one eye shit all the time? Can they see with their third eyes? Is that what they're saying? Is it really? Could it be? Could that be what it is? Well, I think so. And look at this. There's another one of me. I'm a geezer. This is one of my favourite videos, isn't it? This is a terrible English accent. I don't fucking give a fuck, you know? I can't, you know, Rebecca, I want to say something. They've actually taken out of my memory, whatever the funny shit I used to say to you, which you liked, from that movie. Like, they've taken the movie out of my brain. I can't remember what it is. If you can text, write it down below, I'll remember. Whatever it is used to get me to say over and over again. Well, in that movie, Idiocracy, for some reason, sheep balls just came to me. Can you believe that? That's, what's his name? Chevy Chase. Sheep balls. Hey, nigga dog. Woman. I've got that one too. I woke up in a dimension, like, actually, I didn't know whether I was acting. I think I was acting in a movie, yeah. Like, I think, you know, my body has been placed into actors. You know, it's crazy. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? But I'll tell you an Andromedan film if you want to see one. It's called Oblivion. See how he holds the gun? Watch it again. Watch how he holds the gun. He holds the gun like this. I don't mind, you know, Mr. fucking Tom Cruise. He's alright. He's like a nice guy. You know? Yeah, he's in part of that cult. You want to know something really weird about that cult that, like, I found out? Because they used to say this thing, the demons used to fucking say this thing to me over and over again. Can I remember what they used to say to me? They used to say, I'll try and remember this. This is important. What else did I know? First of all, I'll try and remember it. I'll show you my VHS collection. VHS, like these are real VHSs, you know what I mean? Grandpa. It's my kids. I think I'm never selling these, you know what I mean? I got vinyl records, which I'm like never gonna. They stole a lot of them, but like I've kept a lot because I had heaps, you know. I was a collector. I've got like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of vinyl records. But this movie, THX 1138. If you've never seen that film, and here it is on VHS. If you've never seen this film, you haven't lived. It's an amazing film. It's George Lucas. It's his student film, isn't it? And this is one of my favourite films of all time. Salvador. That's a fucking light movie for you. One, not for the kids, but it's about real life events of what happened in El Salvador. You know? Like, I want to make one thing straight with this video. I'm actually pretty patriotic towards America. I've been there. I actually like Americans a lot. Like, a lot of the world doesn't like what America does. You know, they don't. I'll admit it. On a side note, they've gone to a Sig Sauer Andromedan gun for their sidearm. You ever seen it? It looks totally Andromedan. It's a bit plasticky for my liking because I like the Sig P226, but that's a metal gun. That's an Andromedan gun. But yeah, like there's good and bad within everything, isn't there? You know, unfortunately, because you know we're involved in wars, the West. And some of it is over, you know what I mean, the obvious things, like oil pipelines. I mean, that's not a conspiracy anymore, is it? But there's also another reason, and that is to help people. And people who are in the military, like, I used to be a bit kind of like, fucking America. And a lot of people in the world, especially in Europe, are like that. They're a bit disenfranchised with the whole American, you know, product. But I actually believe in the Constitution of America. We don't have one here. And like freedom of speech and freedom to bear arms, they're good things. They're really good things. And the people who came up with that Constitution, I think they were Freemasons, but they were fucking good ones. And I really believe in America. Like, I'm saying that, like, I'm actually very patriotic towards America. I love Australia too. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I love Australians. We're laid back. We're good, you know. You know, I give props to our special forces. Like, they're some of the toughest nuts on the planet. They are. Like, there's a lot of special forces in the world, but the Australian SAS are some of the toughest, hardest nuts you've ever come across. I've met one of them. You know what I mean? I hang out with him. I even bodyguarded him. Yeah, in a type of prison. Because this other guy just told me to do it, so I did it. I learned how to be a bodyguard very quickly. Yeah, and that's where I met Exedal. And if you want to know who Exedal is, I'm not making this up. He tried to kill me, that mother effer. I don't like him. You know, he's Lucifer. That's who he is. Don't ever, ever think the light bearer is good. Lucifer the light bearer. No, he's not. He's an evil, like a child, like, I don't know what you call him. He's more evil than Team Light. You know? He's the head honcho. He's a fallen angel. They're fucking dangerous. Angels are dangerous. Like I said, you know, I was playing that kind of music before, and you probably thought, what is this demonic shit? But it's not. Fear Factory, it's angelic. He's an angel. The guy in it, he's an actual real angel. He's even got fangs. Angels have fangs. Why? To rip out demons' throats. They also do things, and I'll let a little secret of what angels do to kill demons. They spit, alright? They spit down their throats. And that's the flame of God that they're spitting down. And they clench their throats like this and just hold them. That's one way they get rid of demons. Because demons are hard to kill. And so with Lucifer. He wants the death code. That's actually what he wants. You know? So you can't kill him. He's a real being. People worship that motherfucker. Excuse me for swearing in that way. I said that, you know what C-U-N-T, that word? All women hate it, don't they? It's draconian. It just means whole. It's a draconian word. But there are good draconians. There are good draconians. You know? They exist. Yeah. It's a terrible word, isn't it? It's like the most evil word in the human language. And draconian just means whole. I'm not saying, I know, it's like, you know, fire, angel fire. That's what I call it. Like, it's like from God. They spit down the demon's throat and just strangle them until that fire kills them. Because they spit the flame of God. That's what angels do. You didn't know that? Well, you do now. So yeah. Tell you one of the things I did. Yeah. It's not a lie. I put like a whole city onto ecstasy. Yeah. Just sitting in a restaurant and this being like lifted, you know, I don't know if it was one of my high selves or another being. And everyone in the city just went whoop, and they were all on ecstasy. They didn't even know. You know, not everyone has had ecstasy before in their life. You know, the drug. Like they refuse to give it to me. You know what I mean? It's a drug I actually want. Like I'll admit it. You know, but I don't take drugs or anything. But like, it's a drug that I'd love to have again. Ecstasy, because it is amazing. It'll change you as a person. I saw a documentary about ecstasy a long time ago, and they had a guy. It's a really sad story. It's a really sad story. There's a guy, and he had like muscular dystrophy. You know, really horrible. Makes you want to cry. You know, up like this. You know what I mean? He took ecstasy. It was like this, doing rolls. There. Anyway. Disabled people, you know? They talk with their hands. It's like encoding kind of thing. It's terrible. Doesn't sound like a hard thing to do it. I know all these martial arts and Terminator fucking beings and all this sort of stuff, but I've got a heart, you know what I mean? It's my vision of the world to change it. They tried to kill me because I did something. I did it, you know? Help people. That's all I wanted to do when I woke up. Help people. Fucking evil bastards. All my music is about truth, you know? It all has samples in it, all telling the truth. Rebecca, they really tried to murder me. Like about 5 times. It spiked me, you know? But all I used to hear was, "You're gonna die. We want to kill you." That's all I used to hear in my head. And then they did. They tried to murder me. And all I was trying to do, that's why I put everyone on ecstasy. I did it more than once. People were dancing around and like the happiest, most joyous thing I've ever seen in my life. Not because I wanted to put them on drugs. I just raised their frequency up to the ecstasy frequency. And when they talk about God's love and things like that, ecstatic, you know? People who talk about going to church and they become ecstatic. It's like there's someone on the internet that thinks it's all just church people and Christians just sapping their energy and wanting to sap their energy. And I think some of that does go on, you know. The churches are on ley lines and shit like that. Like there is that element to churches and Christianity, you know, trying to hoodwink people. Because, like, I believe in the Bible, you know. I know angels are real. And I believe Yeshua was a real person. Because I grew up, even though I was not a Christian, I grew up with atheist parents. But as a child, I already believed in Christ. And I never even went to church. I knew when I was a child, when I was about grade 5 or 4, I already knew that there was a life review and that I would have to like do a thing called a throwdown, which is show my life and elements that I didn't want people to know about and stuff. I'd have to do that. Like I knew that that's what happens when you go pass away. That you go through a bit of a thing where you review your life. I knew that when I was about in grade 5. And I never went to church or anything. I already believed and knew about Jesus' teachings. That's not his name, Jesus. I think it is Yeshua. Because I think it means yes you are. Hua. Hua. And I was the first one, you know, like Renee, Ra, he ripped me off. I was the first one to download that. That was years ago. He made a video about 3 weeks afterwards talking about the human. Because they are kind of special, humans. That's what it is. That's my download, you bastard. I downloaded it. Yes, you are. What does it mean? You're all part of God. Everything's part of God. That's what I believe his name was. Yeshua. Yes, you are. You know? I already believed him when I was just a child. I lived by his teachings, and I didn't even read the Bible. And I tried to read the Bible, and I was like, this is a fucking weird book. You know what I mean? It's a bit blasphemous, isn't it? But it's a weird book. But there's something, element of truth in it. And you know what I think? Allah is God. Because his name is All-Ah. Allah. All-Ah. All-Ah. Allah. Get it? There's angels in that book too. Yeah. I think Gabriel's in that book. in the Quran. I read the Quran, not all of it. I read maybe not hardly any of it. But there is some racist shit in that book. But I mean, the Bible is full of fucking murder, isn't it? When you think about it, it really is. And, you know, the names are being changed to protect the innocent. Well, maybe. I think someone in the Vatican's got a copy of the real Bible, don't you? It's like it's been chopped and changed and weird bits have been added and taken out. And that's the way it reads to me. Don't you think that? Adam and Eve. Adam. Eve. Evil. You know what I think that means? Eve, ill. As in Eve is sick. I believe that's actually what it means. Evil. And it's really weird how they sinned. Because I asked a Christian once. I went to a Christian bookshop and asked, what's original sin? I didn't know. Like I said, I grew up with Christian ideals when I never went to church. Do unto others and stuff like that Jesus said. Or I believe his name is Yeshua or something like that. He's a Terminator, wasn't he? Terminating demons, casting him into pigs and chucking him off cliffs, performing miracles. I've seen miracles. It's not so far-fetched. Believe me, it's not. Eve. Nothing against Eve. What, she went with the black guy? Shape-shifting reptilian. Why? You work it out. Yeah, blame it all on her and the big dick fantasies. Getting up your nostrils? I don't give a fuck. I actually saw a video where they actually had a black guy hiding in the bushes. It was all about the creation story. I wish I downloaded it. I'd actually show you now. It's no shit. Black guy hiding in the bushes, tempting Eve with what? The apple. What was the apple? You let your mind work out what the apple was. Who knows what the actual truth is, you know. I got told once by being, about Adam and Eve and what really happened in the garden. Because a lot of people are obsessed with that, aren't they? The garden. It's a female thing, isn't it? To be obsessed with it. Isn't it? I think a lot of women are really obsessed with whatever happened in that garden. But I'll tell you something about this earth. There were beings with feet and sneaker type shoes on, like, I don't know, maybe 1 billion years ago. There's evidence for it. A shoe print. Cast in rock. Did you know that? So we're not like, because the Aboriginals, they're the oldest. The Australian Aboriginals, 60,000 years old. As I said, they're Pleiadians and Orion. But they've been here a long fucking time. 60,000 years, that's a lot of time. But as I said, shoe print. Millions of years old. And volcanic rock. It's actually like a proper sneaker type. Not a sneaker, but like it's actually like a proper shoe print. Now this has gone for an hour, this video. So I don't know how long it's going to take to upload. So anyway, I'm going to get off Adam and Eve and I'll make another video. I'll try and upload this one, an hour. Is it possible to do it? Anyway, love you guys and peace out and all that jazz.